You're watching the SEC on ESPN. Well, the Georgia fans in the last couple of years have taken over everything from Notre Dame Stadium to the Rose Bowl to Wrigley Field. So it's no surprise that we would be in a sea of red tonight. First and goal for Jake Fromm to throw it for the first time. Corner end zone, touchdown, Demetrius Robertson. A machine-like march for Georgia, 8 plays, 75 yards, and they took 4 minutes off the clock. Back when he was with Jimbo Fisher in Tallahassee. Here's James Cook. Cook's got the 10, 5, touchdown. 2 possessions for Georgia, a pair of scores. Cook takes it in from 18. Georgia shows pressure from the edge. They lay off. Neal's going to try to take off with it. Turf Monster got him, and then Tay Crowder cleaned it up. No gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Wolf at a fullback position in front of Harrion. Harrion behind Wolf, and he is in. Touchdown, Georgia again. Bottom of your screen, 2nd and 12. Fromm gives it up. Swift on the run. And a great sign for Georgia, not only a 37-yard run, but he was running behind Matt Landers, blocking on the edge. Allen George finally ran him out. Vandy scored on each of their last 2 possessions in the second quarter with a couple of field goals. And they will get nothing on that run by Keyshawn Vaughn because Jordan Davis, the sophomore from Charlotte, found his way into the backfield. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and long for Riley Neal. Batted away. That time, another big found his way into the backfield. Justin Young. 2nd and 6. And Zamir White. Dog fans love him, and for good reason. Ball punched out from behind. It'll get out of bounds and stay with Georgia. I was at Georgia practice last week watching Zamir White. You know the blasters that all the running backs run through? Yeah. Zamir White almost pushed the sled down the field. It's not how it's supposed to work. This is a 28-yard run. His line can't hear him. Neal. Sacked! Dropped inside the 5. They brought the house, and the house came down on him. Azeez Ojulari. 2nd sack of the night for the Dog. Neal lost it. It was another high snap. He never got control of it, and it's recovered by Devontae Wyatt. Issues from center Grant Miller in his first start at center in his career. He's been inconsistent with the snaps all night. Zamir White came into this game having not carried the ball since November of 2017. Getting some reps here tonight. And there he goes. Zamir White with a first down run for Georgia. A gain of 14.
Getting vertical to spell DeAndre Swift and Zamir White. That's as much talent as anyone.
White steps through a would-be tackle, takes it back to the marker again. You were talking about Riley Neal earlier. In his career at Ball State, he threw for 7,000 yards, right? Zamir White in his high school career ran for over 7,000 yards.
Right up the middle, Swift through the big hole, touchdown Georgia. More pressure coming, Rice in trouble, corralled and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson, the first guy there for the sack. Against the 4-man pressure, they get to the quarterback, down goes Preston Rice. Swarmed up front and leading the way, the true freshman Nolan Smith. And it's 4th down. Set. Harrion. Touchdown. He's gone over 1,000 yards in his career now rushing at Georgia. Then he's got 6 right there for the Dogs. Good pursuit. Crowder, the first guy there. The ball pops out. Scooped up by J.R. Reed. Then into the end zone for Georgia. Pressure coming. And they got him. Another sack for this Georgia defense. It's Walter Grant.
Point. It's one of the things that shows up on film when you watch it.
Under center here, Swift with a big hole. Touchdown, Georgia. And DeAndre's second of the day.
He's had a couple troubled receivers in his past.
Jared McCray gets tripped up. And Murray State, nothing doing on the ground. Tyler Clark, the latest guy with the tackle there, minus 23 rushing.
Blue-collar player of this Georgia team always has a significant play.
Looking to go deep downfield, and the diving, lunging grab by George Pickens.
Hands, unbelievable. It's a clinic.
Back to the air again. Both feet down. Touchdown, George Pickens. And what a quick strike for Jake Fromm and the Dogs. He'll give it a go again. And he's in. Barreling into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. For the Racers, trying to beat the clock before the half. Running out of time, and Nolan Smith able to wrap him up. That's the 5th sack of the half for this Georgia defense.
Cooley, the offensive coordinator, said, listen, I got to make sure myself and my staff, when we go in,
big run for Zeus White. Down inside the 35-yard line. Play of the drive for Georgia. They started back on their own 25-yard line. Bennett to the end zone. Got a man open. Touchdown, Demetris Robertson.
they hear us on the TV screen and listen to the information. And I get it. I completely get it.
Here comes Georgia again. Dominic Blaylock with the touchdown, 25 yards. And they will snap it and try and run for it, and they will not get it. Terrific charge up front. Naturi Johnson. After the 4th down stop, they are at the Racers' 30-yard line. And now they're a lot closer to the goal line. Shoved out of bounds at the 4 is Kenny McIntosh.
He was in a walking boot for this game, the starting right tackle. He played 95% of the snaps last season, the most of any lineman. And, he's actually limping and around in this one, not able to play.
Bennett avoids the rush, diving for the pylon. Still waiting for a word from the officials. And apparently he's in for the touchdown. Deep downfield, and it is bobbled and intercepted. Picked off by Georgia. Latavius Brini off the deflection, and he's got it.
Not about overdoing things physically or mentally early in this one.
Play action, Bono. There comes the pressure, and down he goes. Tyler Clark got there first to record the sack. Single back is Harriet. Punishing hit, Harriet. First down and goal, Georgia. Out on its opening possession in its first 2 ball games. Trying to make it 3 for 3. Harriet turning the legs towards the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Four-man front for the Dogs, drifting back in coverage. There comes the pressure. Quay Walker, shot out of a cannon. Sisler. James Cook checks on the field once again, 4 in red. And Fromm's pass caught. Blaylock has it near side towards the end zone, and there he goes. Touchdown, Dogs. This team is so explosive. Backfield, Blaylock motions out. 6-man pressure for Arkansas State, and they'll set up the screen. Swift with some real estate. There goes DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Dogs. A flag back at the 34 after the 48-yard pitch and catch. Will check the penalty.
There is no foul for pass interference. The ball was caught behind the line of scrimmage. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Road in the SEC. Will swing it out as a bouquet. Nowhere to run. Bottled up, sent down by Tay Crowder, the former running back.
Sure that Pickens takes care of business.
Fromm delivers. Pickens again on cue. Shoestring grab right at the sideline. Give it to him.
Carry it back like you're supposed to take care of your own business.
The standard you walk by, they say. All kinds of time for Fromm. Towards the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Lawrence Cager, his first as a Dog. And UGA pouring it on here in our second quarter. That matchup for years. Here comes Cook. Far side. There he goes. James Cook to the house for the touchdown. For White. Here comes Zeus. Left tackle scamper into the end zone. Touchdown. And the crowd in unison. Zeus
Has not played out that way.
Chapman tried to get outside, could not. He'll lose 1.5 yards. That guy. Hey, one play would make Bennett an impact guy in a potential championship run this year. God forbid if Jake Fromm went down. McIntosh flashing the ability. Kenny McIntosh for a Georgia touchdown. 62 yards. 4th down. Hatcher towards the end zone. Double coverage, and it's picked off. Lewis Seen with the interception to preserve the shutout throughout the offseason.
And that's a new thing.
Even with the reserve players, Jermaine Johnson on cue.
Here's Tommy Tremble in motion. Play action. Screen goes Davis, and what a play it was by Tay Crowder. With Notre Dame at the 42-yard line with a first down. And Tony Jones looking for somewhere to hide and actually loses a yard on the carry. Book is under center. The toss, the roll, the throw, the wide open toss for the touchdown.
Kirby called timeout prior to the play. And he saved a touchdown. Notre Dame was an unbalanced line, and he got a timeout to save a touchdown.
First charge timeout.
He knew his defense was fooled. Unbalanced line, only 2 guys are going to run the end man on a touchdown, but Kirby sprints down there, uses his defensive back plays, gets into the end zone, a nice design play to slip into the backfield. Look at, he said, we don't have it right. We don't have it right.
He didn't move that fast when he played here. Ian Book in the shotgun all by himself. Davis in motion. They fake it to him. There's the quarterback run. He's close.
Book keeps, and it's not short of the goal line.
Just shy of the Georgia goal line.
I think Monty Rice did a good job getting that hit on the edge. Book goes inside, but Monty Rice delivers the hit and does not let Ian get far enough near the goal line.
About a foot away. The quick screen, and it's broken up by Georgia. They tried to get it to Claypool on a little slip screen, and J.R. Reed knocked it down.
And Notre Dame is very fortunate this was not called a lateral. Now they've got it all together.
James Cook in motion. They'll try Swift again. And Swift trying to pop out the back right side, and he did, and he got a first down. There's the best run so far for Georgia. That's Demetrius Robertson who's in motion. 3rd down and 9. Fromm looking left the whole way. Back shoulder throw, got it complete. And it's Lawrence Cager. First down.
Went man-to-man to the outside. Their best cover guy is Tony Pride, number 5. Have been in control. 1 penalty, illegal procedure penalty, was the only negative play.
DeAndre Swift to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Finally, something for the record crowd to cheer. The throw in and out of the hands of Fink and intercepted by Georgia. Devon Wilson's got it. He drops it. He's got it again, and it's out of bounds. I think it's Georgia ball. That thing was like a bar of soap in the shower. Last week on 3rd down.
And
the big shift.
Ian Brooks had 1 rush for 1 yard in the game.
Komet, the tight end, is in the slot on the right side. He just took off early again. He and Claypool, I think, both got a head start, and now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
False start. Offense number 84. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
It's the 5th false start penalty on Notre Dame tonight. You can thank the crowd for some of that. And if you thought it was noisy on the previous 3rd down, listen to this. 3rd and 7.
They better be careful. Gonna have to take a timeout. Did Brian Kelly take one or not? They did.
.234 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And you saw the Georgia fans really giving themselves a little nod there because they know that they've gotten Notre Dame confused a few times with the noise in here.
So far.
James Cook in motion. He fakes the handoff, and here's Swift. And a hurdle into the secondary for DeAndre Swift. And another first down, Georgia.
He went right over number 20, Sean Crawford, that time. Barely broke stride. I don't know if he was a hurdler in high school, but he could have been.
From the 46-yard line, Fromm throws long left sideline. Got it to Cager. 3rd down and 7.
They could have called that 3rd look.
All out blitz. Fromm lets it fly. Back shoulder. Cager. Touchdown.
I think he got his right foot down.
Here's a flea flicker. Book getting chased. Throws on the run. And it is intercepted by J.R. Reed. He's had his hands on 2 other ones. He got both hands on that one.
This is a veteran move and an athletic move at the same time. Watch how far J.R. Reed is away from this receiver when he breaks on the ball. What a play by the leader of that secondary. J.R. Reed is right here. Watch how far he has to go. He's back, and then he starts to run. And he beats the pass there. You know Ian Book thought he had.
His daddy was a great receiver in the NFL. Junior looking pretty good with that one. 3rd and 10. Pressure coming on from this time. He's going to run it right up the middle. Takes a hit and another, and he's very close. If they give him the spot that it looks like one of the officials gave him, it might be a first down. This will be a 43-yard attempt, so a little bit deeper for Hot Rod. From the left hash. Blankenship from 43. Right down Lumpkin Street. Tack on 3 more. And a 13-point lead for the Bulldogs. This is the ball game if Notre Dame doesn't get a first down. Book's in trouble. Giving chase. He's just going to lay it up in the middle of the field. And it's knocked down by Georgia.
DJ Daniel got a hand on it. And you saw the exhale from Kirby Smart on the Georgia sideline.
Swift, straight ahead, touchdown, Georgia. Three-man rush, lots of time for Fromm. Good coverage, now he launches one and a wide open DeAndre Swift out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 10, back at their own 38. Brian Herrien, terrible tackling by Tennessee and a big run for Herrien.
Wow, this should have been about a 2-yard gain.
7 to Georgia. Tennessee took the lead and has held it since. And it's caught by Cager for a touchdown with Alontae Taylor draped all over him. There is a flag down.
The result of the play is a touchdown. Illegal substitution on the defense. The penalty is declined. Touchdown.
Now in 59 seconds.
DeAndre Swift busts through a hole across midfield to the Tennessee 48 for a rumble of 22.
Just can't let up. I mean, if you're Tennessee, you can't let up at this point in the game.
Fromm, such a good decision maker, so important in situations like this. In the final minute, on target to Swift again. Henry To'o made the tackle. They don't use a timeout here. They still have 2. Fromm to the end zone, touchdown, George Pickens. And when you have this guy at quarterback, even with limited time left, you attack because you know he's going to do the right thing. Kentucky's Big Red, Otto the Orange from Syracuse. Now I think they finally hit it right on the head. And then Smokey here from Tennessee, number 10. You seem to have a big problem with that list as Eric Gray gets dumped again. Mauer. He's 11 for 23, lofts one, and it's intercepted. Tried to float it in to Josh Palmer, and Richard LeCounte picked it off. Senator Kennedy, a transfer from Alabama. Mauer in trouble, and he's taken down by Azeez Ojulari.
Yeah, Ojulari just whipped the left tackle. Wanye Morris.
Tennessee. Can they get near Fromm? No. Receiver open. Demetrius Robertson with a big gainer. First down, Georgia at the Tennessee 37-yard line. Not get drafted. Herrien ducks his head under, and it's a touchdown for the Bulldogs.
Number 5 is in there now. He was battling some early season injuries. He's a veteran defensive lineman on this Georgia defense.
Look out. Mauer got blasted. He never saw the corner blitz coming from Stokes. Tay Crowder picks it up. Crowder, former running back, still has that speed, and he scores. A defensive touchdown for Georgia.
Result of the play is a fumble recovered by the defense for a touchdown.
Well, Mauer took a big-time shot.
Isn't it great to see Garantano, who we replaced, out there as one of the first guys to check on him.
Because of the short split, it was so easy to disguise that corner blitz by Eric Stokes, and Mauer had no idea it was coming. Clean hit, separates him from the football, and then Tay Crowder able to scoop it up and score.
Just can't get in.
Another try for Swift. And he's in this time for the Georgia touchdown. Play clock at 4. 4-man rush. Fromm slings one into traffic, and a terrific catch made by Lawrence Cager. Helinski, screen, Shi Smith, no chance. Slow developing play, and that can't beat the speed. Fromm back to throw. Steps up. Over the middle into double coverage. And he squeezes it through to George Pickens. What a play by the true freshman.
Contested catch
catches, not contested drops. Fromm gives his guy a chance. The freshman goes up and really rips this football away from Ernest Jones.
Out of the pocket is Joyner, and he'll dirt it. Once again, it's the #1 overall recruit in America, Nolan Smith, all over to carry on Joyner. Back of the end zone. Caught. Feed in. Yes! Touchdown! Demetrius Robertson somehow got a foot down in the back of the end zone. Clean placement. Will it reach? Doesn't matter. It's wide right. And now Georgia's got a chance with great field position and 2 timeouts. He's 8 for 8. This one from 33 to try and win it. Right over the upright and no good!
I'll play man-to-man everybody else across the board. And if you're South Carolina, I want to see you get to carry on Joyner on the edge.
Dowdle blown up in the backfield. Tyler Clark rifles through. And now they have no choice but to try the field goal.
18 minutes as Kentucky gets it back in a very low-scoring and low-yardage environment. Bowden drilled a loss of half a yard, 7 possessions, 7 punts. It's a pass from Fromm, and he's on target for Pickens. Across the 40-yard line in the arms of Cash Daniel. First down, Georgia, first explosive play. For the first time in 7 years that's happened. And a half. Bowden tucks it. Bowden with a stop. He looks upfield now. Bowden is crashed down. He'll be sacked in his own territory.
Gifted at.
He got 11 of them this year. They call him Ahmad Flagner in the Kentucky circles. This is not the best punt from Duffy, and it comes at a bad time. Georgia is going to have outstanding field position and will run a play from Kentucky territory for the first time as Kirby Smart says, let's go, and we'll see if they do when we come back. 15-yarder from Duffy. Swift totes it and attacks inside the 25. Swift is in. Touchdown. Third quarterback, the typical pocket passer, the transfer. 3rd and 4, a run. And Bowden lost the football. Georgia's got it. It's a turnover for LeCount. Turnover number 1.
Again, right?
He just hit for 39 and a touchdown. Here, he navigates his way to the 2nd level again, and the 3rd level, and a first down for Swift. You saw last week the comparison to the average NFL lineman. To the corner. Touchdown, Harriet.
What a nice move by Harry and Jamari Brown.
Yard return from Johnson. Kentucky with Bowden. Looking for a crease, and he gets stood up, blocking sled style. Yeah, LeCount cheating that direction. Now he clears, but the pressure comes, forcing Bowden the other direction. And too high, incomplete, but a flag is in. There's a flag down. We'll check the marker.
Number 77
it's on Kentucky.
Penalties decline. Ball's turned over on down.
So the Wildcats still have yet to complete a pass in this game. The local kid from Warner Robins, a couple of hours away from here in Athens. Fourth down from first pass of the second half. A connection inside the 25. First down for Pickett.
And the mock celebration from the crowd that they've seen the ball in the air.
With the rain beating Sanford Stadium, Harrion steps through tackles, and you might be seeing the fatigue now for Kentucky. First and goal. Swift once more. Extends for the score. He's a ball of fire right now.
He's going to throw for it. Flares it out and it's broken up by Georgia.
Boy, that says a whole lot, doesn't it? About what Dan Mullen thinks about how he can run the ball against this Georgia front.
Fromm's first pass down the middle, complete. On the run is Cager, and he got there, I think, very close.
Boy, that is some poor zone defense by Florida.
Extra man on the rush. Fromm fires, complete. First down to Robertson.
And give it to the protection.
And Florida running some guys around. Fromm tried to reload, and now he got away somehow. And he might have the first down. I think he does. He got blasted forward by Grenard, I think, on the tackle. Now he's going to move toward the line of scrimmage. Here's the throw out to Harrion. He's got a first down. Just enough. All day to deliver that one.
Kadarius Toney
on the handoff with blockers in front, pushes one of his blockers down, which was Pitts, and he's getting back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jamie told you he returns from injury. Play action. Down goes Trask, courtesy of Azeez Ojulari. Just when I said they were having trouble sacking the quarterback, number 13 comes up with one. And down goes Pierce. Georgia just swarmed him. A loss of about 3.
I think it was Devontae Wyatt, number 95, and then Tyler Clark that make the team. But the late shift is a strategy.
Got to get to the 15. That's Robertson in motion. Here comes the extra man for Florida. Fromm fires, and it is caught by Cager.
C.J. Henderson covered it so good, he thought the ball would be to the outside, and it ends up, he tries to knock it down with the back of his hand.
Now, did the ball touch the ground there?
Oh, yeah, that's not going to be a catch. The ball touched, and then it moved.
Referee, here it is.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. First down.
Oh. Okay, surprise to all of us and Dan Mullen.
Who's he covering? He's coming.
Third and goal. Play fake. Fromm throws out in the flat, completes it. It is a touchdown to Dominic Blaylock.
This game when they wore this Florida defense down, and that's what's happening again.
This time gets around one man. Here he goes. Swift finally broke free. Fromm down the middle and complete to Harrion out of the backfield. And another first down. Fromm pump to the left. Wants to come back to the right, and is just going to lay it out there for Harrion. Did he catch that? He did.
That's a running back making that catch. He plucked one early on a nice throw from Fromm, but this one he goes out with one hand. Oh, I don't know. I'm sure Georgia's going to try to get up there. Will they get another look? I think the replay official will want to see if there's another angle. It happened near the Georgia bench.
The previous play is under further review. Ruling on the field was a completion.
Let's see if there's another look. Did the ball hit the ground?
Now they already had one go their way earlier to Cager. That's tough to tell.
I don't see any movement, though, this time, do you? If it touched the ground?
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. First down.
And give Brian Harrion credit. I said earlier, he's very good as a receiver coming out of the backfield, but boy, that was super catch.
That was a great scouting report by you, because this is a great catch by anybody at any level.
Play action from pressure coming from Grenard. He got rid of it, and he got it on a strike to Lawrence Cager again, all the way to the 13-yard line. Looks a little confused. Maybe a lot confused. Now he's got it handled.
Plenty of time, still 10 seconds to go on the play clock.
Georgia, the blitz off the corner. Trask backpedals, in trouble.
Get rid of it.
Going down way back at the 41-yard line. Jordan Davis, Malik Herring and company bring him down. They're getting a little bit closer. Trask scans the field. Now he's in trouble. And he's going to go down about the line of scrimmage. Nolan Smith brought him down. Bernard on the sideline right now, though, shaking up. Jake Fromm off play action.
Deep.
He's going to go down the sideline. Wide open. Lawrence Cager. Touchdown. .52 yards for the Georgia score. Fromm, is he going to go to Cook? He wanted to. He comes back across the middle and got it to who else? Lawrence Cager.
Well, he does pluck the ball really nicely, doesn't he?
Trask steps up in the pocket. Now the pocket collapses and he goes down at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a foot out of it. Who's to the top of your screen? Here comes the blitz. Fromm throws, completes it. Eli Wolf, the tight end.
What a play.
Fromm, sideline, got a man, it's Cager. As scripted. George Pickens, he's Georgia's #1, bottom of your screen. Here's Fromm to throw. Coming across the middle, it is Pickens. He flashes some of that star power right away. Touchdown, Georgia. Day to Georgia. Jake Fromm looking good early on. Roundtree stopped by Tay Crowder for no gain. 44.5 of Missouri. It's Cager, bottom of your screen. Fromm puts some air underneath for it, and it is Lawrence Cager with a catch. Gain of 15, first down Bulldogs. Number 24 of Georgia. Powell loads up and throws, and it's intercepted. Richard LeCount down the sideline. He's got blockers in front of him. Richard LeCount, and he will be taken down. There are no flags. Jonathan Nance, the wide receiver, on the tackle. Silver bullets on the road. Hashtag respect the specs. Here's Fromm, exactly. Grease, just as you suggested, get a big play to Cager for 30 yards, taking virtually no time off the clock. From the 25, Fromm on the ground to DeAndre Swift. On first down, he's got first down yardage and running away from people on the Missouri side of the field, and he spins down to the 26. Georgia rushing just 4. Not going to matter. Powell is dropped for the sack. Azeez Ojulari and Quay Walker combine on the sack.
Mark's not happy with that. The red zone offense.
Here's Powell in some trouble. Escaped and now taken down. It's Nolan Smith. The sack, Lawsonide on the play. Smith among the top high school recruits in the country a year ago, coming to Georgia.
Kirby Smart, he said we're similar from a skills standpoint.
Beatty trying to cut back, forget about it. Runs in the big 99, Jordan Davis, maybe the biggest man on the field at 6'6". They list him at 330. We think he's closer to 350. And no sympathy for Georgia anywhere. Here's Harrion. Bowling his way forward, getting a push from his friends, and forward progress will give him the first down. Trey Hill and Cade Mays, both injured tonight. Fromm, back for Pickens. Did he come up with that? He did. Touchdown, Georgia. Over Ware again. They'll look at this a few hundred times, but for now, it's a Bulldogs touchdown. Georgia will go for 2, attempt to make it 27-0. And it's James Cook out of the backfield for the score. Again, Georgia has yet to allow a rushing touchdown all season. Hand it off. Dawson Downing, not going to be this time either. Monty Rice for a loss. They want the shutout. 3rd and goal from the 5 to throw for it. Back of the end zone, off the fingertips of Jonathan Nance. Man, this shutout's important to Georgia, you can tell. Up 27-0, 4th and goal from the 5. Bazelak to throw for it. One-handed, and Jacinto can't come up with it. Mark Webb had the coverage, and they'll turn it over on downs, and the goose egg remains on the Missouri side of the scoreboard.
And it is wide right. Georgia still hasn't allowed an opening possession score. So the first punt from Jake Camarda, with Christian Tutt waiting back on the other end.
Beauty.
Tutt looks up in the sun and lets it sail. It bounces inside the 10. Can Georgia get to it? Yes, they can. At about the 2-yard line.
Didn't even need to get to it. It stopped right there.
The long snapper got down there to down it after a 67-yard punt from Jake Camarda. I would imagine Jack Driscoll would have dropped, but instead the throw on a crossing route, and this one is going nowhere, courtesy of Richard LeCount, who tackled him twice.
2 years ago here, they rushed for 46, and by the way, they had Nick Chubb, Sony Michel, and DeAndre Swift for 46 yards.
Yeah. Elijah Holyfield was just standing on the sideline.
Yes.
On first down, Fromm gonna go deep. Got a man out there and got him. Dominique Blaylock, touchdown. In the Auburn backfield on 2nd and 7. They give it to Boobie now, and end around to Schwartz. Doesn't matter if you got all that speed if you get bottled up like that, and Georgia had that one. 7-0 Georgia in the, oh, what a spin move by DeAndre Swift. Wow.
Yep. Run the ball and help your quarterback. Interesting dilemma for Gus. No.
Fake slants and lose a yard.
Yeah, they run it right up the middle, and they run it right into Tyler Clark.
4th down and 2. It's Whitlow again. Direct snap coming. And hesitates. Tries to cut back. There's nowhere to hide. Dropped by David Marshall.
Well, he was eventually dropped by David Marshall, you're right, but it was stopped dead on up front. That defensive line for Georgia took it on, and there were players all over. It could have been, Ajari could have had the tackle. This was defended, scouted, and stopped.
And then it's been punting for the most part.
Yeah, and it looked like Devontae Smith's fine, number 95 back in the game.
Ojulari and Clark combined to bring Bo Nix down.
He gets the first down.
At the 44. Now they go quickly, and it's Nix on the keeper, and lost the ball. Might be Georgia. Nix had a second chance at it, but I think it slipped away. Jermaine Johnson might be on the bottom of that pile. Richard LeCount's down there, and LeCount's got the ball. Johnson's the guy that caused it. LeCount covered it.
Away from number 13, Davis, they're going at McCreary.
Draw play. DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift is Swift, and almost took it.
There's this patented move, too. When he breaks the line of scrimmage, he aggressively goes to his right and then plants that foot and cuts. He's as good as there is at it. Boom, right there.
To the 5-yard line, 3rd down and 1. Georgia now shifts. and puts Wolf in the backfield with Harrion. Fromm under center. Play fake. Fromm's going to loft it to Harrion. Brian Harrion. Touchdown, Georgia. Five-yard scoring toss, and Georgia does get a touchdown before halftime. A quick wide-out screen to Williams. Boy, Georgia's all over it.
It wasn't accurate enough.
Field position if they don't pick up a first down here. Here comes the pressure. Nix felt it. And from behind, he goes down. The man that brought the heat stayed with it. Tyreek Stevenson. Swift behind Fromm. Play action. Jake lofts it to the corner. Touchdown, Eli Wolf. Much like the Florida completion that ended that game, this one ends in a touchdown. That's a rarity. He fakes it, bootleg, throws in the flat, in and out of the hands of Harold Joyner, incomplete.
Bad throw. He made all those great plays, and then he's got a layup and doesn't make the layup.
Bonitz set to fire again, or Willie. He's not going to get it off. He's sacked that time by Trayvon Walker. They finally get home, and their coach hits the turf in celebration on the sideline.
We kept waiting for that front four to make a play. This time they land up 3, but they stunted.
Isaiah Spiller gets the handoff, and Georgia, much like the Aggies defense, a loss for Monty Rice on the opening tackle. And going to be second down and 18.
Here we go. Last time we were here, it was Notre Dame doing that. Remember that?
That's right. False start after false start in that game. And Hubert Owens signals another one of those. Carson Green, the right tackle, jumped. Definitely got a good head start. Both teams' offenses on their opening series dig themselves a hole. On the ground, Spiller dumped again. Tyler Clark, the first guy there. No opening scores allowed by Georgia this year in the opening possession. And A&M's just going to play it safe here. A 1-yard gain for Spiller maybe, and it's a punting situation for the Aggies. Georgia just a 3-man rush. Mond in trouble. 3-man's going to be enough. Drop him right near the line of scrimmage. I think it's going to be considered a sack by Jermaine Johnson on 2nd and 13. Mond getting some pressure, and down he goes. Big Jordan Davis.
And that's what you call a bull rush right there. Bull rush it right up there, just keep pushing. Situation.
And with that in mind, they'll just keep it on the ground and punt it. No game.
Exactly. They don't want to make a bad play in the rain and make a mistake and end the game early. Nice pass, run quickly, and get up there.
Fromm, back shoulder throw. There, he got one to Tyler Simmons. First down. The day so far for the Georgia offense. To the 37 of A&M. Play action, and now Fromm's going the other way. And that is caught as well. Kearis Jackson, same kind of play, only to the right instead of the left.
So we talked about what James Coley could do to get his quarterback going. Now, so you were talking about this when Fromm was throwing balls. Does anybody throw the ball to the outside better than him?
He loves outside the hashes out there. Fromm throws quickly, throws perfect to Pickens. Touchdown, Georgia. And the full house backfield for the Aggies. Mond clapping for it, asking for it, running with it, going nowhere. Devontae Wyatt again on the stop.
Look.
And here they come with their stunts up front. Mond has to get rid of it in a hurry. Got it to the tight end. LeCount not going to stop him from getting the first down. And the ball comes out at the end, and LeCount's got it. I don't know if it was blown dead or not, but Georgia's got the football right now. It's Georgia ball. Scary said the ball hawk, and he never gave up on this, did he? Inches shy of the first down. And I think he's got it with a quarterback sneak. As the line judge is going to hustle in there and put a foot down.
Well, the line judge on our side has his foot short of the line. Let's see if the line judge on the other side wins it. Who's going to spot the ball?
The old right foot, left foot.
Yeah,
John
it's
Madden used
the
to
one
talk about.
closest to us.
And that's
At
short.
least our yellow line, it's short.
Right.
Are they going to measure it?
I would think they would, but looks like no.
They're not going to now. Once they move the ball, they're not going to measure it.
4th down and inches. A&M changing up personnel, bringing in an extra tight end in Beal. A little more beef up front. And Georgia stop a 4th and just that much. Yes, they can.
Hard to believe, isn't it? Modern football. 4th, less than a football, and you run a deep shotgun ISO with your tailback.
It might as well be 3rd and 7 when you do it that
Absolutely,
way.
especially as many tackle for losses. Georgia's been owning the line of scrimmage. There's the 3rd down. They got a spot short, and the penetration of Georgia's defensive line was too much. They couldn't handle it.
He's probably watching the tour. We wish you well in your rehab. Jake Fromm comes out. Pickens comes up catching.
The guy loves to throw the ball outside of the numbers, doesn't he?
Oh, you're not kidding. And it's Ryan Harrion trying to break away. Broke one tackle, broke a second. And Harrion all the way down to the 18, make it the 13-yard line. Ron stands in, running out of time. Completes it to Spiller, and he got blown up. Nope, it's incomplete. Tay Crowder put the hit on Spiller, and that's why the ball came out. 11 first downs this half for the Aggies. Mon running out of time, and down he goes. Tyler Clark, one of the seniors, with a sack. Georgia with a first down. A&M's got 3 timeouts left. DeAndre Swift's going to lose about 4. And Marvin Leal.
Marvin Leal that time, because it's a blitz off the edge, was able to come inside and beat his tackle, and Jimbo has decided now is time to start taking those timeouts.
And Swift and Jake Fromm have a couple of words.
Can they pick it up?
Not only that, they put in the extra tight end to boot. 3rd and 1. The toss to DeAndre Swift, and he breaks a big one, and a big first down, and I don't think he's going to be in Jake Fromm's face after that run.
Keep running the ball. 40 seconds each time, only 1 timeout, obviously, for A&M.
DeAndre Swift, a little juke move, and now cuts back to the middle of the field. DeAndre Swift slides down brilliantly to use some clock. Right at the midfield strike. Swift blasts his way in there, first down, Georgia.
Kind of a funny call. You slid short, you get it again and make the first down, right?
Jordan Mason lost a yard. Monty Rice got there first. Malik Herring came in to finish him off. The Dogs play with tempo. Herring up the middle at the goal line, reaches the ball out, and he's in for the touchdown. The Dogs show blitz. They do rush 4. Graham out of the pocket. Breaks a tackle and lost the ball. Well, one way or the other, it's either Georgia ending up with a fumble recovery inside the 30-yard line, or they're about to get the ball back with yet another Georgia Tech punt. And it is a recovery by the Ramblin' Wreck. Fromm takes a shot for the end zone, and it's an easy pitch and catch touchdown to Charlie Warner.
Is them versus that really good offense in Baton Rouge.
Mason tries to bounce it outside. Gets a yard.
No, not anymore. They actually had to sign that they would only eat regular omelet.
There's quarterback run, and it's going nowhere. Great job by the Georgia defense to deal with the surprise onside kick and sudden change. That's a true freshman, Nolan Smith. His son play corner, and that time flagged. So Georgia in the red zone. They go that way again. Climbing the ladder, Tyler Simmons right over the top of Trey Swilling for the touchdown. that Georgia defense. LeCount and Webb had no problem bringing him down before he got back past the line of scrimmage. Here comes a blitz. Fromm beats him. Eli Wolf breaks a tackle. Eli Wolf looking for the pylon. Dragged down inside the 10. First and goal, Georgia at the 8, 46 yards. James Graham will hand one off to Mason, and he has no chance to get anywhere near the first down line again. He barely got back within a yard of the line of scrimmage, and now the clean old-fashioned hate just got a little less clean in the back of the end zone. White in a tailback with DeAndre Swift hurt on the sideline. Cook in motion. Fromm looks that way and instead takes a shot to Pickens. Wide open for a walk-in touchdown. His run game's got no chance against that defensive front. Jordan Mason shut down behind the line again.
There, James Graham couldn't throw the kind of placement that he wanted to Malachi Carter.
Much better kick this time for Presley Harvin. Blaylock to midfield. Still on his feet. All the way down inside the 35 of Georgia Tech. A 31-yard punt return for Dominic Blaylock. Fromm floats one. Perfectly timed for Blaylock for the touchdown. And now Pickens gets into it with Trey Swilling on the other side of the field. And there may have been some punches thrown. And if punches were thrown, then ejections will be had.
This is why it's selfish, okay. Watch the right hand for Pickens come in. Okay, that's not good. Why? And here's the thing. I get it. Emotions run high. Guess what? Trey Swilling doesn't have a game next week. George Pickens does. George Pickens probably not going to be playing a part of that football game. And that hurts the Georgia football team. So is it selfish? Yes.
And the pistol formation behind Bennett on first and goal. McIntosh at the goal line. And he will add to the Georgia total. Another touchdown and another fight after the play was over. And this time the officials jump in as quickly as possible.
Recruiting classes, not a ton of guys as early draft picks for Michigan, right? Devin Bush this past year. Rashawn Gary was an early draft pick, but certainly no one on the offensive side of the football that's been an earlier draft pick for Jeff Collins' future here.
Good to see Camarda shake off the ankle injury. Get away a good punt that's fumbled at the goal line in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
The one thing Georgia did not want to do is fall a couple of scores behind this group. Edwards-Helaire, they're going to drag him down for a loss of one. Tay Crowder just kept spreading it out there, got help from his friends.
Only dependable player. You can see his skills on that run.
Fromm throws, got it complete to Simmons for a first down into LSU territory. At the 41.
Well, you got bump and run, and you got to attack bump and run, and this time Simmons beats him at the line of scrimmage. Stingley forces a good throw, and Jake Fromm puts it right there, and Simmons catches this one.
Georgia going tempo here a little bit. At least they got up to the line of scrimmage rapidly at the 41 of LSU.
And LSU has substituted their first team defensive line back in the game.
Play action from loads, throws complete. Robertson has got another first down. He's collared and dropped at about the 24, but Georgia's got something moving here. They'll bring an extra man. Burrow just calmly walks away from that, but they're going to get him from behind.
And he dropped the ball, didn't he?
There's a battle for it right now, but the head linesman says he was down. Georgia trying to bring some heat on Burrow. They finally got to him.
Yep, this stand, a huge stand by this Georgia team. And look how fast Georgia substitutes. They get their substituted defense out there in an instant.
Warner, the tight end in there. That's Robertson in motion with Pickens out to that side. 4th and 8 for Jake Fromm. Needs to make a play. Fires, completes it to Pickens. Pickens inside the 20, and he's got a first down. Georgia finally in the red zone. Need to basically get to midfield. They get it out to Harry, and I think he got it. That's... See, Patrick Queen took him out of bounds and took half the Georgia staff with him. Just watching Logan and Rashad Lawrence and those guys on that defensive line, man, they are still going 100 miles an hour. Here's a slant to Pickens. And Pickens brought down by Phillips, but he's got it down inside the LSU 30. Brian Herrien with Fromm, high snap. Fromm throws quickly and completes it to Pickens for the touchdown. So they finally get a wide receiver in the end zone. It's their freshman from 2 yards out. Coach, good team. Burrow thought about running and went down courtesy of Devontae Wyatt.
A great communicator on the back end of the defense.
Who had started 42 straight games. Short pass by Brewer and then swung down is Lovett by the leading tackler for the Georgia Bulldogs, Monty Rice. Earlier this week that Mims has been playing the year with a fractured bone in his foot, which is remarkable since he's been so productive with the exception of that Big 12 title game.
Good is Georgia on defense.
Over the middle, off the hands of Ebner and intercepted by Richard LeCounte. He's dragged down at the 26.
Jay Daniel was playing off. He got the completion.
Quick pop to R.J. Sneed, and then he got popped and driven back. Mark Webb, one of the defensive backs, leading the way.
We'll find out.
He flips it back to Fromm, a flea flicker. They have a couple of men running deep, and it's George Pickens. A big play. Jamison Houston tackled him inside the 15-yard line. But about Lane Kiffin. Jake Fromm, back shoulder throw on target there with George Pickens. But Matt Luke's a great hire. Kirby Smart snapped him up within 48 hours after Sam Pittman departed.
Oklahoma had success with those kind of plays against them in the Big 12 championship.
Pressure from Fromm's left. He throws for Pickens. He runs under it, catches it, and a touchdown for Georgia.
I mean, you know they're going to throw it to him. He's the only guy that they feel confident making contested catches. He's going against Jamison Houston, and a perfect drop in the bucket by Jake Fromm.
And the officials completely whiffed on what should have been a pass interference call against LSU in the SEC title game. And I mean, that's right out there for everybody to see. 100-plus yards receiving in a Sugar Bowl game. Fromm on target. George Pickens tried to leap over Grayland Arnold as he approached. And it's another big gainer. 2nd down and 8, under 2 minutes to go in the half. Georgia leading 13-0. Fromm to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Matt Landers. I know Denzel Mims has a injured foot, but he trotted back to the line of scrimmage when they're in hurry-up mode here, and now it's Adam Anderson with a sack of Brewer. On DJ Daniel, they are going to run the play. Brewer belted from behind by Azeez Ojulari. They got the ball, it wouldn't have mattered. They took over on downs, but Travon Walker wound up with it for the fired-up defensive coordinator, Dan Lanning.
Ojulari just beat the left tackle, Connor Galvin. That was one-on-one. He's a speed rusher in a sprinter stance, and he just beats the left tackle to the quarterback. No help on the outside by the back. Charlie Brewer had no idea that pressure was coming. And Georgia takes over on the Baylor side of the 50-yard line. Placed ball by Jake Fromm.
Blankenship, it's a fake. It's the holder, Jake Camarda, with a first down.
And if he doesn't stumble, it might be a touchdown.
And Holder delights the Georgia sideline. So the offense still out there. There's Amir White. Powers his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Explosive plays.
Jeff Nixon calling the plays, and that time Monty Rice says enough of that. He drops Jermichael Hasty back inside the 40. He's their fourth leading receiver on the team. Kenny McIntosh, the running back now, from fake to him. Pickens, nifty moves after the catch.
Wow, what
and
effort.
lunges forward for what looks to be a first down. Zeno. Hasty in trouble and swung down by Malik Herring for a loss of 3. Still stuffing the run as the Bulldogs have all year long. Zeno tucked it down, didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Herring there again with Devontae Wyatt. They rush 5. Zeno! Down he goes, back behind midfield. They blitz Nolan Smith. And they've timed up some blitzes very well tonight. Dan Lanning, Kirby Smart, and the Georgia Bulldog defenders executing as Georgia takes over on down.
Quickness that NFL teams like.
Zeno on 4th and 10, intercepted. Picked off by Richard LeCounte, his second of the night.
Kirby Smart's telling him get down. Everybody's saying get down. He said, I'm going to run over and see my peeps instead.
Kirby Smart wanted to celebrate with him, and once he went leaping over the bench, LeCounte was kind of out of range for the coach.
I'll tell you what, watching Dan Lanning and Kirby Smart, every single defensive play, how hard they coach, every play they are coaching and instructing and giving hand signals. And now they get the fruits of victory at the end with that interception. Kirby has to be thrilled. I mean, again, everybody was embarrassed last year the way they played or did not play. And that doesn't take anything away from Texas. And Texas played a really nice ball game. But Georgia was an outstanding football team a year ago and did not come here ready to play. Tonight, they came here ready to play. With whatever guys they had, what other guys made the trip, these guys came ready to play, led by Jake Fromm, and it was an impressive performance. A win here allows this senior class to tie for the most wins in Georgia history with 44. And it also means Georgia under Kirby would be 8-4 against top 10 opponents. I mean, that's, winning a lot of big games against quality opponents. He has done a marvelous job in his time at Georgia, and they're not going anywhere. They're built to last by the way that they're recruiting.
And Fromm takes a knee. They get Kirby Smart with the bucket. And they do match the group from 2005 as the winningest senior class in Georgia history. That bunch went 44-9. This group will finish 44-12. Obviously, they play more games these days with the conference championship game and the playoff. Congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs, winners of the All-State Sugar Bowl 26-14.